Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Free Guy. And this is from 20th Century Films, and this is a film about an NPC character played by Ryan Reynolds, who makes this connection with a real-life player inside this game, Free City, played by Jodie Comer. And this film is directed by Shawn Levy, who I've enjoyed things like Real Steel, and he has been heavily involved with Stranger Things as a director of 8 of the episodes, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, did the Internship and the Night at the Museum films, and this film focuses on this connection, and as Jodie Comer's character is trying to find evidence that, hey, my code created this game along with her partner, played by Joe Keery, aka Steve from Stranger Things, and they're trying to prove this and win this lawsuit against game developer Antoine, played by Taika Waititi. And you know, Ryan, like you can tell from the trailers, Ryan Reynolds is this NPC who's just like, don't have a good day, have a great day. And he has all of these weird, strange, and overly supportive kinds of catchphrases and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, he's starting to go off script. And he has his friend, played by Lil Rel Howery, who's a security guard at the bank that they work at. And then this game, it's basically like Grand Theft Auto kind of thing, except in like more or less kind of in like an open world online game, except, you know, the boundaries of like the ocean, and you're just inside this city and players can do whatever the hell they want. And they have a lot of fun in this film in Matt Lieberman and Zach Penn's script of incorporating like actual YouTubers and these players, and like you see this really aggressive player and they're actually like a 10-year-old girl and stuff like that. And this has a lot of commentary on video games and a lot of commentary on society and business and technology, and a lot of these things have been hinted at in other films, and there's a lot of things that this film borrows from, you know, The Truman Show or The Matrix or the Lego Movie, like Guy's basically Emmett. And you have all these familiar things, but they're all brought together, and this film is so fun and funny. I laughed a lot watching this film. I had just an amazing time. The action is over the top, ridiculous, and fun. This CGI world feels like a CGI world. It's a video game, and it never really took me out of the film when it just relied very heavily on CGI at points. But, you know, this is a crazy roller coaster ride of a film with some big plots that it's trying to do. Like I described the whole entire thing with trying to take down Antoine, who's basically, I'm pretty sure they just told Taika Waititi, think of whatever comes to your mind and just go with it. And here's some main points. And because he's just saying the most ridiculous things and channeling all that energy. But honestly, the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer as they're falling in love with each other is really impressive, and I really bought into this strange relationship, and there's some fun twists and interesting things that they do with that relationship and how it connects back to the real world throughout the film. And, you know, the plot gets crazy. You have a third act confrontation, which I'm not going to allude to anything that goes on except for the fact that it is fun and so many references. There's some random voice acting in this film that really took me by surprise, and I picked up on who it was. I'm just like, they're in this movie? And there's this one crazy cameo of this one avatar as it cuts back and forth with like this 22-year-old that lives with his mother, who also, the mother's a fun cameo, and I'm not going to ruin any of those. So you got to check out the film to find out, or, you know, look it up, but I'm not going to be that guy to ruin it for you. But this film, you know, it's kind of derivative, you know, and there's quite a few characters that feel pretty flat outside of, like, Guy and Millie, Jodie Comer's character. Like, Antoine is such a stereotype, but you know, Taika Waititi has a lot of fun with him. And you have all these different dynamics, and you even have Utkarsh Budkar, who plays the friend of Joe Keery's character, and they have an interesting dynamic, and this film is just a lot of fun. Shawn Levy knows how to bring that spirit in here, and they certainly do accomplish that with this fun, crazy time. It's an almost 2 hour film. It doesn't feel like it really drags, but like there's probably things that could have streamlined here. But you know, if you're a video game fan, you're gonna get so many references here, and it's gonna be so worth it to you. Where this film honestly has a lot of heart, and I was shocked by that. Might not have a whole lot of depth in the themes that it's really trying to take on. They're more just presented there, and this is how it fits into the narrative. But, you know, this film is a fun time. It's one of the kinds of films that you need right now. With all these things going on, being able to go in here and just laugh and have a good time watching this with a bunch of cast members that seem to be having equally as much fun and enjoying themselves. This film is silly and ridiculous, full of references, full of Easter eggs, and a sweet little relationship. Even if it's trying to reach too high, I think, with some of its themes that it's going for. But in the end, Free Guy is a blast. But those are my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.